complicated case, and there are good arguments on both sides. Let me begin by saying that in 1984, when I was arrested and charged with subversion by the PNDC, I was granted a self-recognizance bail, because if I had to meet bail conditions, I probably would still be in jail now.
And the PNDC, as a student leader, you were granted self-recognizance?
Yes, and I had to report every day to the police for 1 year, every morning. So I don't know why they can't do the self-recognizance bill. But having said that, looking at Kenneth Furiata and Sedinam and others, I think that the authorities have reason to worry that there are people who, if granted bail and the conditions are not stiff enough, may abscond. There are other things like maybe house arrest, wearing a monitor, and all those things that must be taken into account. But
we don't have those in Ghana. We don't have those in Ghana.
Well, it is technology. I mean, maybe we should talk to Dr. Baumia.
Okay.
I think, though, that...
By the way, do you support
we should worry about the exercise of discretion. Because, for example, if we have the head of Yoko say, in my mind, this is how bail conditions should be, and then you go and a judge has a different perspective. I realized that during his confirmation hearing, for example, Chief Justice Bafuboni, congratulations, said something about the sentencing of Atai, which showed the exercise of discretion that should trouble all of us. I think that discretion in the granting of bail and others should be attended by clear guidelines that will limit the abuse of the discretion, if even innocently. I believe that when you look at our Constitution and you look at something like Martin Peby versus Attorney General, and then you go to US and look at cases like US versus Salermo and then Stark versus Boyle, it is very clear that the purpose of bail is not punitive. It should just ensure that the person will show up in court. And we should be careful about a situation where it drifts to have punitive implications, because when we do that, then we are drifting away from the anchors laid down by the Constitution. So I think we should look at that. But Samson, while we are talking about this, I think we are really focusing on the problems of big men. I know you do a lot of very admirable work in the prisons. There are a lot of anonymous people who rot away in jail when, in effect, they should be out because they have nobody. You know, we just put them on remand. They don't have lawyers. They don't have anything. And sometimes 3, 4, 5 years later, you go and they are still sitting in jail. I think that maybe we should broaden this discussion, because their liberty should matter just as much as those of the big men too.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Something.
Yes, Vicky.
Yoko has done something I need to put on record. So we say that normally they are